Okay, so good morning, Leah.
Hi, good morning.
So, how are you today?
Just also.
I have several questions about you as a university student and how do you manage your tasks and deadlines. So, are you ready?
Okay, yes, I'm ready.
My first question is, how do you prioritize your tasks and commitments as a university student?
Okay, so I always remember my main principle and goals. With these two things, I will always think about prioritizing my duties and commitments as a student because these two things are one way for me to achieve my goals.
That's great. So, what strategies do you use to avoid procrastination?
Okay, the strategy I use is very simple. Just apply the principle that the sooner you finish, the sooner you rest, and if you finish eating quickly, you will have more time to do other things.
I see. My next question, how do you schedule your study sessions and extracurricular activities throughout the week?
I make a schedule starting from the most important activities, but I always prioritize doing assignments and studying before starting activities as a member of an organization or extracurricular activities. And if I have enough study time, I will spend it on extracurriculars and vice versa.
That's nice. But have you ever had to adjust your time management techniques to accommodate unexpected events or changes in your schedule? If so, how do you handle it?
Yes, of course. Adapting time management techniques is essential to deal with unexpected events or schedule changes. I usually start by taking another look at my priorities and adjusting my schedule as needed. And I also often use techniques such as dividing my time into several focuses to ensure I remain productive despite changes.
Okay. What tools or resources do you use to organize your time effectively?
I just make a small note, then stick it on the wall as a reminder, and after set an alarm on my cell phone.
Okay, that's pretty common, but it's actually very good. So, can you give an example of a time when you had to make a difficult decision about how to allocate your time between competing priorities?
One example is when I have a drama practice schedule, which is a mandatory subject. Meanwhile, I also have to take part in activities where I also have responsibility there. Of course, it is a difficult choice, but as I said at the beginning, my goals will always be my reference in making decisions.
That's great to hear. So, how do you maintain a healthy work life balance while pursuing your academic goals?
Maintaining a balance between work life and academic goals requires discipline and good planning. I will create a structured schedule, prioritizing time for work, study, rest, and social time. And additionally, I will utilize time management techniques such as assignment and setting deadlines to ensure I don't get too overwhelmed.
Okay, that's great. So, have you ever experienced burnout due to poor time management? What did you learn from the experience if you have?
Yes, I was once overwhelmed with assignments because I often put off doing them, and the tasks keep in increasing and making me dizzy. And the lesson I cannot take is that doing something early is better than being relaxed at the beginning but dizzy at the end.
Okay, I can feel that too. So, what steps do you take to ensure that you meet deadlines consistently?
So I have four steps for this. The first one is I created a detailed schedule for each task or project, including set deadlines. And the second one is I prioritize tasks based on their urgency. And the third one is I set specific times for work and study, ensuring that I have enough time to complete my assignments well. And the last one, I once finished, I evaluate how I handled the deadline and not the lesson learned.
Okay, that's actually very great. So I have one last question. How do you handle distractions or interruption while studying or working on assignments?
To deal distraction or interruptions while studying or assignments, I use several strategies. The first is I turn off notification on my device for a while, so as not to be distracted by incoming messages or calls. And then I took for a quiet, distraction-free place to study or do assignments. And the last thing is I create a regular break schedule to give myself time to relax and avoid mental fatigue. I think that's all.
Okay, thank you for all your answer. That is all a great answer,
Yeah,
and that's the end of our interview today. So thank you.
yeah, you're welcome.